Ms. Nonima Dikela, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, I want us to talk about what happened in court. First day in court, we are back. It's the 19th of January, and the high courts are opened. And yes, they were late as usual. I think we started around 20 to 11. And from 20 to 11 to 11:05, there was already drama left, right, and center. We were dealing with Judge Ratta, who seemingly, oh, by the way, he seemingly that he forgot his ruling. And also he seemingly forgot what was happening the last day they were in court. And also today, he was still in that spirit of rushing things, wanting people to do as he pleases and doing things the way he wants them to be done. And it was not fair. Anyway, focus. On this video, we are going to talk about the defense that objected. They were not objecting for games. They were not just playing Black Mampatile. They were doing what needs to be done. They objected because what the state attempted there was not a mistake. It was a direct assault on the rules of evidence and on the fairness of the entire trial. That is why they were objecting. And let us all be absolutely clear. In any criminal court, you cannot destroy a witness credibility with a document unless that document has been proven to be real. Not alleged, not convenient, not waved around in court, proven, which is something that Ubaloyi failed to do last year. And again, this year, he failed to do. Apparently, according to the behavior of Baloyi and Judge Ratta, the statement is unprovable. Yet, the worst happened. Anyway, before we go to that worst, let's continue. Because if court allow unverified statements to impinge witness, then the truth no longer matters, only paper does. And here is the part that should shake every South African watching this trial. The state had already closed its case. They already closed its case. Whether we like it or not, they already closed their case. That means the prosecution had formally told the court, we are done. This is all our evidence. That's what Ubaloyi did. Game over, no more witnesses, no more documents, no more fixing mistakes. And yet, after closing its case, the state tried to use a statement whose authenticity had never been proved to attack a defense witness. No author testified, no signature confirmed, no chain of custody explained, nothing. But an entire judge of 55 years experience does an unimaginable thing today. He goes out of his way to make sure that whatever Baloyi wants gets. Just a piece of paper, suddenly powerful enough to rewrite credibility. Ask yourself this, if that is allowed, what stops any investigator from manufacturing a statement years later and using it to destroy a witness who contradicts the state? Which investigator would be stopped by that? They can manufacture statements, if that is the case. I hope that this is going to come back at a later stage to bite to Judge Ratta when he least expects it. I hope so. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing that will stop investigators to manufacture statements if things are going like this. And that is why this case, in this case, the defense stood up, not to protect Gwabini, not to delay proceedings, but to protect the Constitution itself. That is why they were asking questions. That is why they were commenting the way they were commenting. They were protecting South African law against biased Judge Ratta Mokgoatlheng. And a fair trial does not allow the state to reopen its case through the back door, repair fatal defects after closing, impinge witness with unproven documents, and ambush the defense with evidence that was never tested. If a trial does not do that, they don't. But here with Judge Ratta, we're dealing with that. That is what Judge Ratta is doing. Unfortunately. This was not a technicality, guys. This was a red line. He crossed a red line. He crossed it when we were doing a closing in December, and he knew the entire holidays that he crossed a line. He again came back, crossing another line. He was fixing the line that he crossed and crossed another. Yay! It's a mess in that courtroom. It is quite a mess in that courtroom of Judge Ratta. I don't know Tembeni. I don't know if he does not look around and see and smell the coffee of what is happening out here in South Africa. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what his angle is. Honestly, I don't know. The court, if the court allows this, then the rule of evidence collapses. That's what Judge Ratta did today. He made the rule of evidence to collapse. The burden of proof collapses. And the idea of justice in the courtroom collapses with them. And now the real question, no one wants to ask, if the state's case was solid, why did it need to break the rules to defend it? If Judge Ratana knows that everything that his notes that he has taken, every statement that is before him is solid, why break the rules? Why? Because in a strong case, the law protects the prosecution. In weak cases, the prosecution tries to bend the law. And in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, that moment may one day be remembered as the moment where the courtroom quietly revealed just how fragile this case really is. And the Senzo Meyiwa case is indeed fragile, guys. It is indeed fragile. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you try to shield the entire situation, everything is just a mess. Everything. Everything about it is a mess. And Judge Ratta knows it. He can't have 55 years experience and not know that. Guys, you should have seen him, the way he was rushing everything. He first rubbished Abogini, the part where Abogininda needs to come and give it. He first started with that. And in the process, he was also confusing himself and then tried to confuse us and tried to dribble us. Yo, Kuma dribble. Unjabulo always say Judge Ratta is a soccer player and he likes dribbling. He was trying to do that. Unfortunately for him, we see right through him. Did you hear him mention that, Okuba, there were lawyers that were busy discussing over the whole... Say, we were discussing, but not all of us were lawyers. Sorry. We were discussing. We were discussing because you shock us. Ngezinto ozenzayo in that courtroom, Judge Ratta. You shock us. Like every day, he comes with something new. From one mistake to the other, from bad to worse. That's what he does in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. I've never seen a judge that ruins a court case like this one. No. This man ruins the court case by no means. By all means that he has, he ruins the case. And I kept saying that this judge does everything in his power to make sure he will find the guys guilty. At the same time, he makes sure that their case will be appealable and winnable on appeal. If you think I'm lying, drop your comment there and tell me why do you think I'm lying that Judge Ratta does everything in his power to find the guys guilty. Secondly, he does everything in his power, even after finding them guilty, he wants them to win the case, go appeal. What are your thoughts? Let's discuss that comment section. Drop them comments there. Because now I'm like, no, hell no. Mugai is intentional about his doings. Mugai is intentional about his doings. He knows what he's doing. And Judge Ratta, guys, did you see when Umnisi was like, let me clarify this? Judge Ratta was like, take me to appeal my phone. Hey! Ninani? Sivelelwe country. Honestly, as a country, sivelelwe. It's not even funny. It is not even funny. I'm telling you. Judge Ratta is something else. On top of being something else, he's too much. Oh my goodness, he's too much. He's too much. Every day sibukela izinto ezothusayo. Hey, naye uSenzo waze wasenza bethuna. Waze wasenza uSenzo Meyiwa. Yo. Hi son. Because in Dolendo school, you guys, Like, honestly, yintoni le nto esikuyo masiyithetheni, yintoni le nto esikuyo. Siphi apha, guys? Siphi apha? How can umuntu one-55 years experience a behavior kanje, guys? How is this 55 years this man is always bragging about helping him? How is the 55 years helping him to becoming a better judge, a seasoned judge? His behavior does not say seasoned. His mannerism does not say seasoned. Nothing's. Yo, guys, lento leni yangihlukumeza. Yangihlupha mina lento yo. Umuntu all the time this man will be talking about how he learned from so and so, how he did this and that, how much of a best. Hey, asimboni ubest kulento eqhubeka kula court yakhe. Asimboni ubest akanukunokunuka. Akanukunokunuka ubest in everything that happens in that courtroom. There's no best there. Absolutely no best, guys. Absolutely nothing. I don't know about you, but I feel like we are in for a long run again now. But I must say, I pray that Uchiko ends the show in 2026 is the last time we are dealing with this case. And I must say, I am happy that he did not take the route he had tried within a trial, the one that Tubalo wanted. No, Costingo. I'm happy, Jadrata, that you did not take that route because wow, was frustrated, Hashem. Was frustrated, fit. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts with everything that has happened? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.